Hi, guys, and welcome to yet another episode of What's on My Table. And today we are trying to resolve an issue with Microsoft having your Adobe Premiere running. And when you're having Adobe Premiere running on Windows or, say, for that matter, even a Mac, you might come across an issue where it says audio files are rendering. And then it throws an error message, or when you hit the encode button after you've done all the editing process, probably after coming back home after shooting something, it's just going to tell you things like it's going to take around 14 hours or 15 hours to encode audio. And from what experience we've had with audio, it's usually video that takes time to encode, whereas audio happens really fast. And even in the encode cycles, when you render or when you output a file, um, you've seen in encoder, Adobe Media Encoder, or even in other softwares which encode, the audio is something that happens really fast, and the video is the one that takes a lot of time. But in certain cases, even if your video is pretty light and you have a lot of audio tracks like I have here, this is a client project that I was working on. As you can see, there are a lot of audio files here, and you can see the number of audio files we have right here. So there's so many layers of audio. I think we had around 9 tracks of audio and an additional 10th one. And we had to edit the whole thing. So it took me almost 6 hours to edit this. And when I was encoding it, I'll just show you what I did. I went ahead and I went to export. I export the media. And as you can see now, let's try and show you what happens. So the settings are all there, right there. And I'm just going to go ahead. Settings are the regular settings that I usually keep for a video to get encoded. And I just go ahead and hit export because all my settings are fine. I don't want to change anything. And the moment I click export, you'll notice that I get this particular screen which states that, rendering required audio files, and it says rendering 1 of 74 previews. And then it goes on, probably evaluates the time required to um, encode the audio previews, and it just goes on and on forever. And it's stuck at 0%. Audio is something that happens in the first few seconds, like 50 seconds or 60 seconds, and you get done with it. But in this case, it's just going on and on. So you can see that message there. It says estimated time remaining 11 hours and 56, 12 hours, 28 minutes. It's going to go to 13 hours, whatever, 56 minutes, and then right up to 14 hours. So we're almost talking half a day there, like 15 hours. So it's almost going to take a day to encode this data. So this could come as an absolute shocker when you're busy and about to deliver a project. So let's cut it, and without much further ado, let's just get on to how we can resolve this. So the resolution to this issue is very simple. It usually happens when you have the wrong bitrate set in your project settings when you actually created the file, when you initially created the sequence per se. So one thing you can do is it's actually reducing to 13 hours now, but then that's still not going to work out because it's going to keep going on, and see, it's at 14 hours now. So let's go ahead and cancel this. There were some other solutions that were suggested on the Adobe forum. The Adobe forum stated that you can actually go ahead and use the Adobe Media Encoder, but I couldn't find any difference when I did it with encoder. It would still take the same time. So it was just a simple issue. The root cause is that it's using wrong bitrate. So you have a 44,100 hertz or whatever kilohertz setting for audio, and if your project's running at a 48 or vice versa, it's usually the other way around. The project setting would be at 4,800 kilohertz, and maybe your project was encoded at 44,100 kilohertz, then you'll have to set it back to that. And how you do that is, it's a cumbersome process if you've got to do everything that you already did in the edit all over again. So the most simple form the most simple solution to this lies in going to sequence, or you go to file, new, and you create a new sequence. But before that, you might think, why don't we change the settings of this particular file? So what I did is I went into one of the wave files that I have here, and I just go and set or select properties. So of late I've noticed that file properties are media file properties. So if you look at the media file properties here, it clearly states that the audio is 44,100 Hertz or 44.1 kilohertz, 16-bit mono, and the project audio format is set at 44,100 Hertz, 32-bit floating point mono. So what's happening here is that there is a little bit of a mismatch between the two types. In fact, when you open a new file and you create a new project, it usually gives you a 48,000 kilohertz, and that usually is the issue. So if I go ahead and click on File, New, and I click on Sequence, so it gives me these options right here. As you can see, these options that are mentioned here, you have the options for video. Apart from that, you also have the audio options. So under audio options, there is a option to go ahead and select your audio settings. So you can go to audio settings and you'll notice that this particular thing here states that it is 48,000 Hertz or 48 kilohertz. So you know your entire project and all your files were encoded on your Zoom recorder, maybe, because that's what I've been using. That was encoded at 44,100 Hertz. So what we'll do is we go ahead and select 44,100 Hertz. And then we click on OK. And the simplest method is to take your entire project, select all. This is the only step which might be a little cumbersome for you, but go ahead and select the entire timeline. And just remember what's been muted here if you made any specific changes of what is to be muted. Maybe 2 tracks are muted, but all your settings and everything that's on this timeline will actually get copied to the other timeline. So what I'll do is, I've already done this before. I can paste it here. Let me go ahead and copy it and go here and paste it. And now that you've done that, you know there are 2 particular tracks which you muted back in that specific file. So I do the same thing in this, and for the purpose of ease, let me go to the previous setting that I set on the new sequence. And now when you go ahead and click on export, when you hit export, what happens is these particular settings are already punched in because you already changed it to that specific setting, which is 44,100 Hertz. So here for the output file, I got to put MP4 because I think I had changed it to an audio format because I just exported an audio file yesterday evening because my client also needed an audio file. So now when I have the video and everything is set, if I click on export, you will notice that it no longer shows you that it is encoding or it's previewing, it's encoding or rendering the preview files. So it directly goes to estimated time remaining, which is around 47 minutes, and that's going to come down to 30 minutes or 20 minutes like it did yesterday, because the audio files no longer need to be rendered because they are in the same format as before. You can see the time's already come down to 37 minutes as against 15 hours and 16 hours, which were the estimated render times when we tried this a while ago. So this is one of the solutions. There are some other solutions which have been shared on Adobe Premiere forums, like using encoder or changing every file setting. And someone else also mentioned that you can go change the hertz, or you can convert every single file on your audio timeline to actually match 48 hertz. And I don't think that's a simple solution, because you might have worked a lot, you would have made changes to these files, you would have added effects. And if you have to go ahead and change every single file to match 48 kilohertz, that would be a problem. So this is a very simple hack Just go ahead, open a new sequence, put the right setting that matches your audio. If it is 48 and your project setting was set to 44 by mistake, you do exactly the opposite. Go ahead, check your file, make sure it's 48, and then change it to 48 in the new sequence, paste it, and you'll have this particular video getting encoded much faster without giving you issues like having to wait for as long as uh, 35 minutes, 40 minutes, and 15 hours and 16 hours. So I hope this video helped you in some way. If you think this was helpful, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more such videos, which would help you resolve many of the issues that we face on our computer, things like Premiere, things like Windows, and many other solutions. We've got a lot of other videos too, which deal with how to use specific settings on Sony cameras. If you find that interesting, you can have a look at that. We've got a lot of reviews on wireless mics. Please go take a look at those. I'm sure these are all things that will be interesting to each of you. So thank you guys, and I'll see you soon. And I hope this helped. Thanks. Goodbye.